Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Friday night yoga class. My name is Colleen. I'm with Shine On Yoga. I have Miss Chai Cat here and a whiny Fritz. So we might have to close the door here because I don't want to listen to all this whining. Franco is also whining. So my apologies. So today's practice is going to be super chill. We are going to heat up the body a little bit and strengthen it a little bit. It will be energizing, but it's going to be really short. So a short, energizing, just kind of pick me up yoga flow for this evening. So let's go ahead. We're going to start out just really low to the ground. So come into a nice comfortable seat. I know I didn't say it before, but you don't necessarily need any props. But if you like to use props, I recommend blocks, bolsters, or blankets. All right, we are going to shut the door. Goodbye. See you guys in a little bit. Because I don't want to hear all that whining. I don't know about you. We're going to go ahead and let it all go. Just let go of the day, let go of this week. It's been a tough week. It has been a very tough month so far. So let's just let that all go. Let's take some time to restore ourselves. Nice big inhales. Nice long extended exhales. Let your shoulders get heavy down your back. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Soften through your forehead. Loosen the jaw. If it feels safe in your body, you can close down the eyes. If not, just soften your gaze. We'll just take a few nice big inhales and exhales, just quietly tuning into ourselves. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Close down the eyes, slowly start to blink them back open. All right, let's start to move the body a little bit. So we're going to come into a twist. Let's take our left hand over to our right knee. We'll take our left fingertips behind us. On an inhale, sit up nice and straight and tall. And then as we exhale, we're going to twist over to the right, only going as far as it feels comfortable in your body. Inhale again, maybe sit up a little taller. And then as you exhale, maybe you journey into that twist a little more. If not, that is okay. Just take a breath here. One more big inhale. And exhale to come back to center. Let's take another inhale and exhale here just to reset, compare sides. And when you're ready, we'll move to the other side. So right hand to left knee, we'll take our left hand behind us. On an inhale, we'll sit up nice and straight and tall. Exhale, journey into the twist, looking over towards your left. Inhale, maybe we sit up a little bit taller. And then as we exhale, maybe we can twist a little further. Let's go ahead and take another breath here. And then one more inhale. On the exhale, we'll go ahead and return back to center once again. Take another breath here. All right, we're going to go ahead and move to all fours so you can get there however you'd like. If you have sensitive knees, then you can always place a little blanket just for some extra padding underneath. Thank you so much for the hearts, I appreciate it, on the live. And we're gonna come into a nice tabletop position. So knees underneath your hip points, hands underneath your shoulders. You can go ahead and plant the tops of your feet into the mat. On an inhale, we're gonna go ahead and drop the belly, look forward, lift the tail, lift the chest. Coming into cow pose, feeling a nice big stretch through the front body. As we exhale, we're going to reverse that action. Tuck the tail, tuck the head, round through the spine, press away from the mat as we come into cat pose. So again, inhale, we'll drop it down into cow. And then as we exhale, round it up into cat. Go ahead and do another round just on your own inhales and exhales. And after your next cat pose, we'll return it back to our tabletop position. From here, look down at your hands. We're going to place our elbows where our hands were. And from here, so your hands are going to be parallel to each other, so like a number 11. From here, we're going to walk our knees back. Keep your tailbone lifting up. Melt your chest and your head down towards the mat as we come into puppy pose. This is a nice big chest opener. It really stretches through your armpit area. We're going to take some breaths here. One more big inhale. Exhale, let it go. From here, we'll look forward. And then we're going to bring our bodies forward and just lift our chest up as we move into Sphinx pose. So keep length through the chest as you look forward. We're just going to breathe here for a moment. Nice big stretch through our back. One more big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. And we are going to engage our core for our next little bit here. So go ahead and tuck those toes under. You can leave your hands in parallel or you can bring your palms together, whatever feels best to you. And we're going to move into a forearm plank. So go ahead and tuck those toes. Take a nice big inhale here. And on your exhale, press up and away from the mat as you come into a nice little forearm plank here. Look straight down and maybe a little bit ahead. That way you keep a nice long base with your spine. Breathe. Feel that shake, feel that heat. Press back through the heels. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then go ahead and release. Whew. From here, go ahead and come back to all fours. You might want to walk your knees a little bit back up towards the mat, and we're going to walk it all the way up until we're just on our shins here. Now, we're going to try and move into camel. We are going to practice moving into camel, but I'm going to break it down into some different steps. So you choose the level that feels most appropriate in your body today. Don't try and force it. This pose is, it's kind of sneaky. So in camel, you want to make sure that you are pressing your hips forward. So you're always pressing those hips forward so that way you're not hurting your joints. So to start, we're going to take our hands And maybe you place them up towards your back, just to support your back, and bring your elbows in together, pushing or letting your hips come forward. Keep length in your neck, and maybe you're just here today. You can kind of play with being upright and then moving back. So that's option one. You can keep your toes tucked or untucked. If you want to try option two, I'm going to tuck them just to start. But maybe you play with placing one hand on your heel, and then maybe your other hand on your heel, on the other heel. If that's feeling good in your body, you can go to both. Again, keep pressing those hips forward. And then finally, you can also flatten those feet and come down a little bit further. So completely up to you where you'd like to go. Wherever you choose, keep your neck nice and long. You can also let your neck go once you're in the pose and you're feeling good. We'll breathe here. This is definitely going to light up some fire in your body. One more big inhale, and then exhale to support your back as you come out. So hands to your back, and then we'll rise up. Engage that core, and then you can sit back on your heels for a moment, take a breath. That pose definitely builds up a lot of heat, so be careful with it. Like I said, you choose to practice that on your own at a later time. All right, let's finish this out. I have one more strengthening exercise, but let's stretch it out. Go ahead and come back into your tabletop position. Walk the hands, just one handprint in front of where they were. Tuck those toes under, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, we'll lift those knees up off the mat, straighten through the legs, coming into a downward facing dog. You can walk your dog if you'd like, or you can just rest in stillness, feeling that nice big stretch on your back. It should feel really good after that camel pose. After a few breaths, go ahead and look up at your hands. We're going to make our way towards the middle of the mat. So I'm going to walk my feet in towards the middle. I'm going to walk my hands back towards my feet, slight bend in my knees. And on my next inhale, let's come up halfway, flat back. Exhale, let it go into a forward fold. Take a few breaths here. You can rock side to side if that feels good in your body. You can clasp opposite elbows. Let your head and neck go though, whatever you're doing. Nice big inhales and exhales here. So we're going to move on to our final strengthening move. From your forward fold, bend your knees super generously. Bring your torso to the tops of your thighs and sit your booty back. As you're doing that, we're going to rise up with our torso, lengthen through your lower back, sit back into your heels. You can lift the toes up, and from here we're going to reach our arms forward, coming into chair. We're not going to be here long. Breathe. One more big inhale. Exhale, straight through the legs. Stand up, come into mountain. Take another breath or two here. And that is where we are going to end today. If you'd like to lie flat on your mat and go into a Shavasana, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, you're good to go for the rest of your Friday evening. So I hope everyone has a great weekend and week. I'll be back next week with a brand new practice. So I hope to see you then. Have a good one. Namaste.